Hello guys, and welcome to episode 36 of my Total War Warhammer playthrough, playing as the Greenskins on very hard difficulty. And today it's really starting to show, as we are up against multiple full armies of Varg, full armies of Scaling. It's just not looking very fun. Like, these two armies are actually ridiculous.
Do not displease.
Why is that a thing? Why does that happen? I'm pretty sure they actually tried to fix that with a patch, and they failed, obviously, to do so. But either way, Largug's going to be trying to assassinate Welsh and failed, so that's fine. Azag is all the way down here with his buddy at his back. We're going to march now towards Maragliano, try and get there before Leonardo Catraza can. And race him back. Get Gozbag onto land here. And that's pretty much everything done for this turn. Have some cash to spend. Maybe we can spend that on Zufbar. Might be able to upgrade that. Okay, let's upgrade to the stakes at Karakangor. What else can we do here? We can build the pile of shiny stuff and upgrade this to a stunty mine. That works. And we'll leave it at that. Let's end the turn there. So next turn I'll probably start the Siege of Altdorf. Another Varg army on the way. Assault unit success. Okay. What we're going to do is put Wurzag into encamp. And we're going to jump Grimgor over here as well. We're going to consolidate all of my forces up north. It's just crazy. We're going to start building the ditches at Krakadrak straight away. Get the totem pole building up. I really need that extra growth. Right, Krugger, going to be starting the siege on Altdorf. Oh, we don't want to do that. We just want him to attack it. Thank you very much. Multiple units of great swords. There are Demogryph Knights and Reichsguard. Crazy stuff. So we're going to start the siege with loads of towers. And we're going to have Grutshod follow us up with his army. And he's going to go into raiding camp. We're going to have Morglis target Altdorf as well. Great. We're just going to have to wait until those siege towers are ready. And then we can actually take out that settlement in the meantime. Looks like Azag is ready to siege Maragliano for us. Oh, maybe not quite. But Varag is able to catch him up with March stance, so that's fine. Gozbag is on his way over here as well. And, well, Largug. Going to try and block this army, I guess. Or maybe just try and assassinate this agent. We'll go for the assassination success again. Thank you very much. Great, so now what? Morglis can go into normal stance. That's a start. Currently reducing the Chaos Corruption here quite a lot. Let's end the turn. They're just enclosing upon us at the moment. Actually pretty ridiculous. I still can't believe that Scaling army. I really can't. Now, just so you guys know, with the announcement of Warhammer 2, I am going to be doing the Warhammer 2 campaigns. Assault unit success. And a WAF for Azag. Okay, well that just popped up at the perfect moment. So we're gonna use that to attack Maragliano. Maragliano are apparently very hard to take. We're just gonna start the siege with a few siege towers. I'm gonna back that up with Varag Squigbeard. Gonna be in raiding camp. And we'll have the Wa target Maragliano. So yeah, Azag did spawn a Wa eventually. Uglug has leveled up here. We can get the foot of Gork. That's great. That's really, really good, actually, for that battle. What about these Varg armies? So how are we going to deal with this? I think we keep one back at Krakadrak, and then we basically move forwards like 50% with Wurzag and Grimgor each time. This might take us a little while to do, but it's fine. I might have Krugger just target like that army, like Karl Ingerson. And if we can destroy that, we can destroy Frozen Landing, then we can basically focus on being attacked from one direction, which is much better than two, that's for sure. So yeah, he's just going to be chilling in Krakadrak. Grutshod needs to level up, so we'll go 8 shooters. May as well. And Gozbag finally join Varag Squigbeard's army. Largug needs to sort out these Varg armies for us. We'll probably just try and block one each turn. Wasn't really much chance of success there, but worth the try. So just a couple of sieges going on, really. Just basically require me to skip turns. And we have been moving on relatively quickly now in the last couple of episodes. See if that war can actually do any damage. It will be able to reinforce us in the next episode, or next turn, sorry. That's good. Tillia's running through our lands with a minor army. Hopefully they're not going to go for like one of my armies that... that would be really silly. One of my like settlements that doesn't have walls, they're just going to run like all the way to it and attack it. I mean, that's happened before, so we're just going to have to prepare for that. Let me just see. Down here, are there any settlements that don't have walls? Because they're definitely looking for them. Start building up the garrison at Dringo Rakaz. Gonna have to. Just in case. How many more turns for this one? We have one siege tower. Probably want a few more. What's the War doing? The War just went and destroyed Karaberg. Okay. It's fine. What's up north? Brass Keep. Maybe we just get that War actually. To go and target Brass Keep and get that out of the way, so that once we deal with Altdorf, that's the last Empire settlement. That'd be the best way to do it. How many turns for Azag? It's like 3 or 4. Okay. Could just auto-resolve that, honestly. We have like all of these armies at our back now. Definitely turned that in our favour. Right, but up north, this is what we need to do. We need to get Grimgor to go and crush Karl Ingerson. We're just going to go and do that. We need to assign Mortals. Probably to just one of these Black Orcs units. And we're going to take the replenishment. Unfortunately, we are going to take a lot of attrition this turn, but that's okay. We'll move on with Wurzag 50% and go into raiding. Krakadrak should be fine soon with the ditches being complete. May as well move Grimgor back towards Wurzag. Yeah, we're just going to go for Frozen Landing. Ulug. We're just going to let him go into encamp stance and replenish his troops. Okay, as for Largug, well, he needs to block one of these armies. 84% chance of success. And that was a success. Brilliant. So we pretty much got everything we wanted. I think what we're going to do now is maybe give him like a wolf and the nasty skulker, and then we can start to like add him to armies when we want to. For now, we'll just end the turn and carry on. Yeah, Tilia's running through our lands, taking attrition now as well. Feeling's wandering about all over the place, and Barks head back to Frozen Landing. A trait gained, Legendary Lord, plus income from more buildings. And Grushod has spawned a War. Blimey. We have a lot of Wars on the go at the moment. May as well take the extra War Fervor. And, well, we can just get Snorko to attack Goldor for us. And while Morgulus heads north to destroy Brass Keep. Right, Grimgor needs to go 50% and encamp. It's got to that stage now where we're just going to keep doing this. 50% and encamp. Until we eventually destroy Frozen Landing, we'll come back and take Shot Dragon. Should be able to upgrade to the Greenskin encampment soon. We do have the level 2 Totem Pole, which is going to help us out. Also gives us the extra replenishment, which is also very useful. Azag has some towers. Honestly, I think we can probably just fight this with ladders and so on. I'm not really going to waste any more time with this siege. We will quick save it and fight it on the battle map. And here we are. We may as well gamble for more wins. And we got plenty more, that's lovely. We're going to start the deployment. Probably take like the entire province or the entire city in one go, because we have all of these Savage Orcs that can definitely climb walls for us. Have a couple of Black Orcs in the towers. We're actually going to take those guys out. We're going to replace them with units of Black Orcs that are fully replenished. You can go either side of the gate, of course, so that's easy. Then we're going to have units of Black Orcs to go up that wall. Some Black Orcs to go up that wall. We'll just group these. That's group 1. That's group 2. We'll then use Black Orcs and some Savage Orcs for that wall. That can be 3. That one can be 4. Then what else we got? We got Night Goblin Fanatics. We can start over on this left side, cover the initial Black Orcs, and we got the Savage Orc Archer Boys. They can cover the center. This isn't the most efficient way of making the siege happen, but it's definitely the most epic. As for all of these cavalry and stuff, we'll keep them tucked over to the left with the chariots. About all these units, we got the Moon Howlers and some Goblin Wolf Rider Archers. Well, I guess again we'll just keep them all over to the left side for now, with the Squig Herds. That can all be like one group, be like group 5. We'll keep the formation lock there, and I'm probably just gonna use these Nasty Skulkers to back up the Black Orcs, and we'll back up in the center with some of the Orc boys. Just have the Grudge Throwers together, probably quite far back, maybe just in range of the walls. We'll have them target the gates. That way they can run away once we're done. Okay, let's start the battle. Gonna pause it, make sure that all of our men have orders. Gonna get the Night Goblin Archers to move up into range. Give these chaps orders as well. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 3. Okay. We want all of these lot to move up into this forest area. And we have our leaders here. They can move forwards to the gates. We're going to have all of the Bread Throwers, or the Goblin Rock Clubbers, sorry, fire at the gates. Get the Nasty Skulkers to follow up the siege towers. And we need to get the Savage Orc Archers to move up as well. Get the Orc Boys to climb up some ladders as well. Do we have any reinforcements coming in yet? I don't think we do. Hitting the gate very hard. Once that's destroyed, what I'm actually going to do is retreat them, because otherwise they're not going to be extremely useful at all. Make sure that these guys are moved over further, because currently they're still being hit by the towers. That's not what I want to happen. At least they weren't attacking the tower there. Fine. We'll have these Black Orcs though just climb the wall instead. These Savage Orcs are taking a lot of damage. Once they get onto the walls, they can deal with these handgunners nicely. These guys taking their sweet time to get these ladders up. So yeah, doing it the way I have does mean that we take a lot more damage from towers. But honestly, it's way more epic when you're using the entire city rather than just one side of it. That's fine by me. Don't know where those guys are going. Let's get the Nasty Skulkers to just run through the gate into the Halberd infantry there. They can be joined by Azag and Ruglug. Let's get these guys to retreat since they've done their job. And we can have the Squig herds and so on run on through. May as well get the Black Orcs to come down. Yeah, look at this. Lovely. Across the entire wall we have Orcs coming up and attacking halberds and all sorts of stuff. Actually kind of being wrecked on this right side by artillery fire. There are a lot of mortars. How come they're not going through the gates? That's really, really annoying. Once we get rid of these halberd infantry, we can just run on through to the centre square, most likely, with the rest of our units. Especially all these units here. May as well just have them all charge in. Those mortars, though, are going to do a lot of damage. We did take out some of the handgunners there. Let's make sure we chase them down with one of the units at least. Dealing with these spearmen with shields nicely. Taking a lot of damage overall. I'm going to allow myself to bring in Varag Squigbeard and Gozbag. And we're going to get an extra unit of, it looks like Black Orcs. Great. We'll have them move on forwards and join us in the settlement. Got rid of the halberd infantry there. Now we're going to just run on forwards with all of these units towards the centre square. Need them to stop being attacked by these mortars, so that's what we're going to go for. These Black Orcs engage the spearmen with shields. Looks like we've broken the majority of the forces on the walls. Again, not the most efficient way to do this battle at all, but definitely the most epic, and considering it's the last stronghold of the Attilia, may as well make it an epic one. But the Savage Orcs on the right side have been broken. It's fine. I'm going to get these chariots to actually charge into the handgunners there, get rid of those. Fantastic. Right, let's charge on in. All of these mortars and so on. Gonna charge through the spin with shields as well. Just get all of our units to just charge on him. Let's just do a big old Control A and just like attack the center square because they're all about to break anyway. Lovely jubbly. Close victory apparently. Lost a lot of men. Probably unnecessarily, but it was fun. And that's what matters to me. I think the towers probably did the most damage in that battle. Also the mortars getting quite a lot of kills as well. Decisive victory. So our reinforcing army perfectly okay. Ruglug took a lot of damage on his war, but that's fine. We're just going to raise Maragliano so I don't have to siege it again. It is worth 40k, but at this point money's not an issue. It's not really why I'm attacking Tilia. Tilia attacked me and I've just had to destroy them. That's pretty much it. We're going to go for Root Marcher on Varric Squigbeard. And, well, Azag has done his job. We did lose, I think, a unit of Night Goblin Fanatics, Night Goblin Archer Fanatics. That's okay. Leonardo Catraz is going to be starting to take attrition now with his army. As for Krugger, well, we're definitely waiting for towers for this siege because this one's going to be a lot more brutal than the last. We're just going to have the war target cleared so that Snorko doesn't go running around all over the place and just sticks nearby. Great. Well, let's move on Wurzag. Oh, it looks like we've already done that for this turn, haven't we? Okay, so we'll move on to the next turn. Great stuff. I really need that the Wa to keep going into encamp starts up north, because otherwise they're just going to take so much attrition that the Wa just dies. Looks like Tilia might go for Gronti Mingol. Might have to come back and deal with Leonardo Catraza. Scaling is moving up as well, along with Varg. Pretty horrific. We might be able to attack this Varg army. Like he got a little bit out of the way. Continue with Wurzag. Round to Frozen Landing. There we go.
Great and powerful.
Right. Well, Azag now, he needs to sort of head back towards friendly territory anyway. So we're just going to march him back this way, and we'll have Varag follow us up as well. Because we really need to deal with Leonardo Catraza. He's definitely going to start to siege Gronti Mingol. Might even just straight up attack it. But that's okay, Gronti Mingol does have a reasonably good garrison, so we might be able to force them back. Cracker Drak, I think, can be upgraded, so let's go ahead and do that. And that's all we need to really worry about, I think. Down south, I think the only settlement that didn't have walls now does. One is it? Death Gorge is fine. All those ones are fine. It's the ones in the eastern Badlands. So Valea Sorre already has walls, and then it'd be Dringo Rakaz would be the next closest. The Crooked Fang Fort is actually pretty close to the Tilian army, so yeah, we'll take out that one. Tilia is actually heading north with Alessio Spada. And Morgulus is just going to stay where he is, and Krugger's still going on his siege, so we can just end the turn again. The things are going to get even more interesting when I start to attack the Wood Elves and the last of the Dwarf Kingdoms. So many scaling armies coming up north. Now, hopefully Brass Keep actually doesn't have walls. It does. And my war might actually have a bit of an issue trying to take it. The Spoils of War was not complete. But look here. Brass Keep. It does have walls. It does have a city watch. But I think Morgulus's army is good enough to overcome that, possibly. If not, then we'll just have to send an army down there at some point. Meanwhile, though, we're continuing on towards Frozen Landing. This is getting rather precarious, honestly. Because with these scaling armies like chasing us, especially with so many Chaos Chariots, we might have to like just run around in circles with Grimgor. And we could actually use Underway to jump towards Frozen Landing, but the reason I'm not doing that is in case we get intercepted. Don't want that to happen. Drak has a very nice garrison with Morgulus inside. Not much really going to be able to take that. Right, as for Azag, well, looks like Gromty Mingol is under siege, so we're going to jump onto the water here. And we're going to go back to save that. I'm going to just get Kruglug to just target Leonardo Kachaza. Like Gosbag has leveled up, so we can get the Gaze of Mork. And, well, Morgulus. I'm really tempted to like attack these armies that are coming. Maybe to just spawn like another War, but the trouble is if I can't get back into Drak, I'm kind of left vulnerable. Like a half depleted army, especially after attrition. But we're not going to bother with that. I'm just going to have Lager come over here and maybe start harassing the scaling armies. Just deploy him this turn. Okay. Must be a few more turns until Krugger's ready. Couple more turns, unless we go with 6 siege towers. I think we maybe wait for a couple more. Let's end the turn there. Carry on. So the Empire are very close to some of my lands. Scaling is moving on. We'll be going into ambush stance with some of their troops. And I'll tell you now, if I get the chance to auto-resolve against scaling, I will. Especially against the Chaos Chariots. That's just ridiculous. I really hate those armies. Do we want a peace treaty? I mean, honestly, probably yeah. We don't need their lands, do we? We can accept that peace treaty, I think. Sure, why not? So, Brass Keep, Pyrrhic Victory. Awesome. So they might be able to destroy that for us. And well, with that done, with us being at peace with Varg, well, what we've got to do is just get back round towards Drak. Hopefully we can just underway over there. Get back to Drak, and then deal with Scaling, who is heading our way. Let's just talk to Scaling, see if we can get a peace treaty with them. Never mind. It's a shame. With all of our armies together, though, we should be able to repel this massive amount of Chaos Chariots. It's just really broken as hell. Just never-ending amounts of chariots. We're going to get onto land here. And then we will take on Leonardo Catraza. Okay. Right, Krugger, I think needs one more turn before he can siege, so we're not going to bother with that. Largug needs to harass some of these armies, so we'll try and block that army. And that was a success. Let's move on to the next turn. Yeah, Karakangazar might get attacked by Balthasar Gelt and Emperor Karl Franz, but we do have the armies of Azag and so on at Grunty Mingol. Now, Grunty Mingol is going to be attacked. They are sieging this. So, looks like we're going to have to play out that defense. But in the meantime, that has unfortunately been my time. So I am going to leave it here. And in the next episode, we can try and do our best to defend Grunty Mingol against Leonardo Catraza. And then we have Azag coming up to avenge that if we fail. In the meantime, that's all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.